Limited Liability Corporation by Team Delta. Limited Liability Company, or LLC, is a hybrid type of business structure. It contains components of both traditional partnership and a corporation. An LLC offers the limited personal liability of a corporation and tax benefits of a partnership. Components of a corporation. A limited liability company offers protection from personal liability for business debts, just like a corporation. However, unlike a corporation, which must pay its own taxes, an LLC is a pass-through tax entity. The profits and losses of the business pass through to its owners, who report them on a personal tax return, just as they would if they owned a partnership or sole proprietorship. While setting up an LLC, it is more difficult than creating a partnership or sole proprietorship. Running one is significantly easier than running a corporation. Limited personal liability. Like shareholders of a corporation, all LLC owners are protected from a personal liability for business debts and claims. This means that if the business itself cannot pay a creditor, such as a supplier, a lender, or a landlord, the creditor cannot legally come after the LLC member's house, car, or other personal possessions. Because only LLC assets are used to pay off business debt, LLC owners stand to lose only the money that they invested in the LLC. This feature is often called limited liability. LLC taxes. Unlike a corporation, an LLC is not considered separate from its owners for tax purposes. Instead, it is what the IRS calls a pass-through entity, like a partnership or sole proprietorship. This means that the business income passes through the business to the LLC members, who report their share of profits or losses on their individual income tax returns. Each LLC member must make quarterly estimates tax payments to the IRS. While an LLC itself doesn't pay taxes, co-owned LLCs must file Form 1065, an informational return, with the IRS each year. This form, which partnerships also have to file, set out each LLC member's share of the LLC profits or losses, which the IRS reviews to make sure that the members are correctly reporting their income. A corporation's life begins with a document called Articles of Incorporation. In some states, the Certificate of Incorporation or Certificate of Formation is filed with the Secretary of State or other appropriate state agency. Articles of Organization to provide the state with information regarding the framework of the business. This is a central legal document. This document must be filed with the Secretary of State. Fees can range from $40 to $500 depending on each state. Requirements that the article must contain so that the state can keep tabs on specific information about the company. Things such as name of the company, duration of the company, purpose of the company, any reservations or right to admit new members, whether the company will be managed by members or managers, and future contributions to the company required of members. This information must be updated on a regular basis. Operating Agreement. The second most important document for LLC is the equivalent to set of a corporate bylaw. The document contains basic rights and responsibilities of the member or manager. If it is not stated in the document, then the state's default rule will take effect. It is within this document that the LLC management structure will be decided. Divisions of profits and losses will be laid out. Members' contributions of money, services, or property will be defined. Members' voting and or other rights will be laid out. This document is the key to success of the LLC and must be prepared with care and foresight. Having a formal written operating agreement lends credibility to your LLC's separate management. There are three ways an LLC can be managed: members only, members and non-members, and non-members managers only. The owners of most small LLCs participate equally in the management of their business. This arrangement is called member management. This is an alternative management structure, somewhat awkwardly called manager management, in which you designate one or more owners or even an outsider to take responsibility for managing the LLC. The non-managing owners, sometimes family members or who have invested in the company, simply sit back and share the LLC profit. In a manager-managed LLC, only the named managers get to vote on management decisions and act as agents of the LLC. Choosing manager management sometimes makes sense, but it might require you to deal with state and federal laws regulating the sales of securities. Advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of an LLC consist of members' risk is limited to the amount of their investment, it's easier to attract investors, and share profit tax deductions and fewer financial risks. Some disadvantages: there is potential for conflict among members, there's more paperwork, and more fees. Advantages of LLC versus corporation. The cost is about the same. LLC is more flexible. Corporation requires board of directors, officers, shareholders, and minutes. Members and managers of the LLC does not hold regular meetings, which reduces complications and paperwork. An LLC has the ability to deduct operating losses. The LLC Startup Checklist. There are many items that you must look for before starting an LLC, and some of them are presented here, such as understand the process of starting an LLC, prepare a written business plan, review the LLC paperwork checklist, prepare and file articles of organization, prepare your operating agreement, set up a business accounting system, set up a payroll, and set up company tax payment schedule. The duration of LLC. Under the law of many states, unless your operating agreement says otherwise, when one member wants to leave the LLC, the company dissolves. In that case, the LLC member must fulfill any remaining business obligations, pay off all debts, divide any assets and profits among themselves, and then decide whether if they want to start a new LLC or continue the business with the remaining members. Your LLC operating agreement can provide this kind of abrupt ending to your business by including a buy-sell or buyout provisions that set up guidelines for what will happen when one member retires, dies, becomes disabled, or leaves the LLC to pursue other investments. Many states allow the LLC to continue in existence forever. Thank you.